Say hey to Jarvis. Your AI writing assistant makes it fast and easy.
Hi, this is Aini, your guide to self-discovery and transformation.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to our Fix My Marketing Sunday right now. So, hi, everyone. Oh, I see some people coming in already. Yes. How's the Sunday going? All right, great. Welcome to 100X Fix My Marketing show today. So, today we have our speaker. Today is Megan Yap. She'll be talking about know your audience, but how to know your audience. So, this is a very interesting topic to cover how to know your audience, how to actually get your audience, how to know who are they and stuff like that. So she'll tell you how to identify the best strategies, probably, about your audience, okay? All right, great. Give me a moment. My cat is coming. Hey, money. Okay, great. So right now, let's introduce myself. I am King Fai. You can call me KF. So I'm a growth hacker and a web developer. I do a lot of websites that help people to actually scale the company and also how to build the websites into a marketing, better marketing for their own website as well. All right, so let me introduce what is 100X. Give me a moment. Share my slides again. All right, great. All right, so today, let me share a bit of my screen a little bit. Okay. All right, great. So what is 100X, okay, currently about? So before that, all right, let's follow our Facebook page. If you're here right now, follow our Facebook page, our Instagram, and also our LinkedIn. If you're in LinkedIn, make sure to follow us right now at 100X Connects. All right, so you can connect more members over there and interact with us over there as well. Okay, so humor of the week this week. Today we covered for this coming Thursday, I'm not mistaken, will be Eddie. All right. he also a member since the very beginning. So what he did is that he helped a lot of side hustlers and market and business owners to market their product and services using strategies, creativity, and technology. All right, so this is his profile. Okay, so he's been guiding a lot of people on budding entrepreneurs, and someone who's actually rather specialized in digital marketing to automate their sales and growth. He can really help you on that. All right, so what Eddie actually come into 100X is that he believes that in 100X, he wants to give back to the community and also benefit to the world as well. So, it's really hard. He knows it's really hard to start a business. So with his expertise or probably his experience will help you on your journey as well. So right now, this is his portfolio. So probably I can share a bit on his little system called this AI writing assistant. Then I will get you this link started right now. If you really want to know about this AI writing assistant, which will help you to grow your business without even hassle of hiring copywriters, this is a very good software to actually scale your copywriting as well in blogs or even in social media as well. So let me show the video then. All right, great. Oh, give me a moment. All right. Can someone play the video for me? Wait a minute. Okay. Right now.
Say hey to Jarvis. Your AI writing assistant makes it fast and easy to write content for your blog, social media, website copy, and more. Writer's block have you stuck? Not anymore. Now you can scale up content 5 times faster using AI. So, how does Jarvis work? Get started at jarvis.ai. Once you're in, choose from over 50 different writing skills Jarvis already knows. Simply tell Jarvis about what you're selling and then press generate. Instantly before your eyes, watch Jarvis write content for you. Since Jarvis has read about 10% of the internet, it knows all about your niche and is trained by expert marketers to write emotional, persuasive copy. Do you want to write high-quality blog content fast? Then activate Boss Mode. This lets you command Jarvis directly in documents like, "Hey Jarvis, write a paragraph about aliens in the tone of voice of Joe Rogan." Haha, dang, look at that. Now you just got to make your edits, rephrase, and then generate your next paragraph. It's that fast and easy. Jarvis writes original content that's plagiarism-free, optimized for SEO, and drives sales. Get started now at jarvis.ai.
Back there. So how do you guys feel about that little Jarvis there that really can help you to write your blog or even a content? That the part that actually attracts me is that helps your SEO and also plagiarism free. That is the best thing that you can do for the software. So if you're going to get started, you can actually go to this link at the bottom, https 100x.1/Eddie. All right, make sure to click that, and you get 100K bonus credits when you sign up this thing. I think that you can do a lot with this 10K bonus. On this link itself. Okay, let me go to the next slide. All right, great. So we have an upcoming event. You can go to this link or scan this QR code to Carmen Liu. She is a communication coach where if you guys know about District 51, she's a director of Toastmasters. So she's great on actually teaching you how to communicate, and she's a coach about that. So her workshop, we talk about how to speak your mind, okay, so that you won't get fumbled a lot like just what I did, okay? So scan the link or go to the link at the bottom there. Then you can go for the event if you are registered. Okay, great. So this workshop will begin today is 19, should be this coming Friday at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right, so this is the workshop that you guys want to join. I highly recommend this thing. Please join. All right, thank you very much. And let's go to the next slide. Yes, and we have another event coming soon. Oh, sorry about that. The 25th is a Saturday, not Friday. Okay, 25th earlier was the Saturday. All right, so sorry about the miscommunication there. 25th should be on the Saturday itself, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And we have an upcoming virtual tour. I believe this is a very good thing because now we are able to travel to Langkawi, but now to travel to Japan is a bit hard right now. But let our expert here on the Friday, 24th of September, at 8 p.m. We have a virtual tour to Japan this time, I think so. So they tell you all the places that we're gonna want to go and show you case the thing. Probably will interest you next time when the travel ban actually releases. Okay, so you can also get a complimentary 15 ringgit easy voucher as well for every ticket you purchase on our coming Friday event at 8 p.m. So if you be early bird, I think after today is the last day. So at this early bird price will be 10 ringgit. So after the 19th of September will be 20 ringgit. So get your tickets right now today, especially before 12 midnight today. Okay, just make sure you get that and get the early price at 10 ringgit. So I think it's very worth it because you get 50 ringgit easy voucher to get for your food as well. So yes, thank you, our sponsor Easy. Thank you. All right, great. It's at the end of our slides probably. Right, is it? Yes, end of our slides. Okay, let's bring in our host for today. Megan. I will bring her in. Okay, hi Megan. Hello.
Hello everyone. How you're doing on Facebook? Now I think it's now because of the uplift for everything. So everyone is getting busy. I just came back from Mid Valley to do some stuff. Wow, people there were crazy. I think everyone is busy going out. Yeah.
Me too. I just came back from Pavilion.
Yeah, I think because nowadays everything is open up, everyone starts going out. I think that is the reason why. Yeah, I think and we FMM has been in Clubhouse for quite some time. That's why today I have decided to bring it back to Facebook so that some of you guys, after going out for long day chores, long day events, long day gatherings, you can come back and watch this video, recap some things. I'm going to make this very short and sweet today so that it can be a bite-sized thing for all our audience for today. So thank you so much, King Fai, as well for the great introduction just now. If you don't mind, you can bring my
to you.
Yes, you can bring my screen up as well.
All right, great. I'll say give to the Megan the baton and see you guys later.
Sure. Okay. So host, please bring my share screen up. All right, awesome. Okay, so hi everyone. So today's topic, we have been talking about the life of digital marketer. We will talk about content planning, content creation. We talk about so many other topics before. During the past 1 year of this MMM series, and I thought that it's very important for us to back to the ground of what marketing actually is, which is to know your audience, because we know that as a content creator, as a marketer, or even as a business owner, it's very important for us to go back to square one, especially now during the uplift of the industries around Malaysia. It's very important for us to go back to the most basic thing, to understand who our audience is and what do they really want from us in providing them solutions on their daily life. So today that's why I have this thought in my mind and come up with this title of Know Your Audience, but how? Okay, where I will share some of the tips, some of the ways, and some of the disadvantage and advantage of every single method that is commonly being used in the market. So just in case some of you might not know me, again, I want to do a short introduction about myself. My name is Megan. Basically, I'm a co-founder of this marketing agency called Marvelous All Digital, where we specializes in branding for the business owners and also personal branding on the social media. So basically, since last year, June 2020 till now, I'm very glad that I impacted more than 3,000 individuals, not just from Malaysia, but also from India, from Vietnam, from Thailand, from Indonesia, and from France, to be with me on the board to understand how can actually branding on social media would help them in their career, in their job seeking, or even for their business. So what will you gain today is basically very simple. I break it down into 4 bite size for you guys so that it's easier for you to absorb and understand what I'm trying to share later on. So first is, why is it important to know your audience? Okay, this is the first part. That I would like to share about later. Okay, second part is the 3 common audience research method. It's not to say that it don't work, but it doesn't just work as effective at this current time after the new norm. Okay, so we will talk about that and how we can actually mitigate that as well, so that to make this method to a higher level. Okay. Third is the benefits of knowing your audience. We will talk about why is it so important to know our audience as well. Okay, if you're on the Facebook currently, if you from time to time I will have some engagement going on. If you are on Facebook, always connect with me on Facebook so that I can be more motivated to answer you more and more questions. And last but not least, I will also talk about the 3 ways to get to know your audience better and why. Okay. So let's talk about the 6 common ways first before we go to the reason why is it important for us to know our audience. Let's talk about the 6 ways normally what people use in the market to know their audience. Okay, first is demographic. When we talk about demographic, is when you know their age, their gender, where they stay, and then those very very in facts manner on what who, what, when, how they are at. Normally is more towards the location basis, the age basis, because this is when that we want to understand that how our copywriting is going to be like, to talk the tone that we use to talk to these people. Let's say, for instance, we are talking to people who are at the age of 20 to 25. You have to use the jargons that they use. You have to always use the language that they use. That is why the reason that we look into demographic whenever we want to know the audience. Okay, when we talk about psychographic is more towards on the needs and wants of our client. So normally we will go and understand the needs and wants of them, and only after that when you do the copywritings using, especially if you are still using the IDA model or the HILDA model, this is when that you go and pinpoint the pain points and give them the solution. So that is the basic, very, very basic thing that most of the people in the market use for the longest time to understand their audience and craft on the copywriting. So for digital marketers who are very experienced, or even you yourself as a business owners who learns about digital marketing and starts go and so-called reviewing the data on the internet. So online analytics is so common. For instance, if you're using Facebook ads or Instagram ads, this is when that you go and check out the cost per click, the cost per click, and also the reach per thousand, how much this cost, the video views cost, all this kind of cost versus the video and whatnot. And if you're in Google Analytics, that's when you see that, or where does the traffic come in from? Is it from an Android phone, or even on Facebook pixels? Is it from Android phone, iPhone phone, or what location they are in? This is what we normally do in the online analytics, so that mostly to analyze the demographic ultimately. And also review mining is just like what we do normally when we go shopping on the Shopee, Lazada, or any online platform. We always go to read on the reviews. So when it comes to understanding your audience, it's very important that you read the reviews of your audiences, because it's very important for you to see what they want to say about your service, about yourself, or even ultimately about your brand. So these two always work hand in hand, and is a very, I would say, a very data style. If you are a very analytical person, you normally will go for this and start analyzing it over and over again. Okay. And then ultimately, the last 2 points is the online conversations and also live interviews, where you spend a lot of time to go on ground, talk to your past clients, talk to your potential clients, make a conversation with them, creating a human touch. And that is how ultimately that you actually gel yourself together, be on the ground, understand what they really need, and you know who your audiences really is, and does it match with your company goal, your sales goal, ultimately when you want to plan your marketing in the future. Okay, so King 5 was saying that how psychographics can help in knowing your audience that I mentioned just now. It normally will understands the general pain point of your audiences, because demographic is facts on where you located at, but it doesn't tell you what is their pain point. So you use psychographics to actually go into that and understand what is their pain point is, and whether your business, your solution, your business, your skill, your experience, your solution, whether it can solve this problem or not. Okay, what tools can you mind reviews? Okay, basically is for instance, if you are consistent, if you are on the product base, let's say you're selling, for instance, nowadays people like to sell masks. Okay, masks, we always go to Shopee or go to Lazada or go to Quora or whatnot to go and see, oh, how do people feel about this kind of mask, the cloth mask, the 3-ply mask, 4-ply mask, now even got 5-ply mask, an N95 mask. You can always go to all these platforms to see the reviews. Always remember, think yourself like a consumer whenever you do review mining, because when you are a consumer, then you will already know that, oh, what are the forums that you will go and search about it, what are the Facebook groups that you want to search about these reviews, or even the platforms that you want to go to in reviewing these platforms. Review mining is not a machine or tool. It's basically you yourself going on ground and really look into every single reviews that people give on your services from time to time. Okay, so why is it very important to know your audience? Maybe some of you guys can share with me in the chat box, the comment box, to tell me that why do you think that it's important for you to know your audience. Okay, I'll give you guys like 30 seconds, since there is a time lag between me talking versus the Facebook time. Why do you think that is important for us to know our audience? Okay, no one is answering, but it's okay. We will talk about it like now. Okay, it's very important for us to understand our audience at the very first thing, because as a business owner or even employees, when we want to go for interviews, we always have this question in our mind: what is he thinking? If you're an employee, you're trying to go for interview, you would definitely think, what is my interviewer trying to say? If you are a small business owner trying to reach out to another market, let's say if you are from a Chinese market, you normally do a Chinese and Malay market, suddenly you want to go to an Indian market, you will always have this question in your mind: what is he thinking? What is he thinking? Because if you are able to understand and to know what the other person is thinking, people will feel that, wow, you're so much closer to me. Wow, I feel that you know me so much. I have more trust in you. And wow, I very, very want to consider, the level of consideration to want to buy your product is so much higher if you are able to know what your audiences are thinking. For instance, like just now when I go to Mid Valley, I actually went to Titamen, okay? Because a few days ago, I actually sprained my neck. Okay, when I went there, I only told them, oh, I have a neck pain. I actually sprained my neck. But ultimately, they are like really know what I've been through throughout this one whole year. They ask me certain questions. After that, they would ask me things like, oh, do you feel that you're here, pain there, pain there, pain there, pain? And after that, when I thought in my mind, I said, yeah, you really feel me. Okay, besides this neck pain, because I sprained my neck, I actually always have very, very tight shoulders, very tight lower back. My pigu, my ass feel like it's very tight. Wow, and I just literally feel that, wow, they are just awesome for knowing everything that I want to tell them by just that second. And ultimately, the rate of them actually close me as a deal, I think it's very successful because I successfully swiped my card 2,800 to sign their 16 sessions package. So it's with this kind, I think it's not just this. I think in many instances, many people, when they want to purchase something, if you are able to speak the deepest thought that they have in their mind without them telling you, the rate of closing is definitely very high, because they would know that, oh, you really know me so well. that I don't need to tell you so much about what I've been through, and yet you are still able to come and tell me what problems that I have, and you are going to solve it. Okay, and hence, if you are able to understand what your audience really want, you will definitely get more leads, because the way you write, the way you talk actually speaks so much about what your audiences are thinking, what the audience's pain point is, and they feel that you can actually give them the solution. And that's why the leads will start coming by, and eventually it will just come to you and say that, hey, I would really love to inquire your services, okay, because I feel that you are the person that can actually help me. All right. And if you are able to get more leads, indirectly telling you that, wow, you might close more customer as well, because when you start getting the leads coming in and you start yielding more and more value, the rate, the meter, okay, the meter of a cold lead to a warm lead and towards a hot lead will be even higher. And hence you will convert yourself convert this leads into a customer. And when you have more customer, to be honest, if you serve these first batch of customer well, do you think that they will be able to share your products and service to the people around them? If you think yes, type 2 in the chat box, type 2 in the comment box so that I know that. Okay. All right. Thank you, King5, for typing 2. So you have a question. Can the psychographics of our persona or audience be the same in different region, i.e. Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia? Okay, psychographics is basically back to the behavior of a person, the behavior of a culture. Even in Malaysia itself, let's say you are people from Penang, a Chinese from Penang at the age of 20 to 25 versus the Chinese in Kuala Lumpur and versus the Chinese in Johor. All of them have the same demographic of Chinese, 20 and 25. When I talk about Penang, KL, and JB, these three are actually quite Chinese saturated, and then also you might think that their purchasing behavior, the way they look at things, should be the same because the age is the same, all right, and the race is the same. This is in terms of demographic, but however, do they face the same problem because they are same age and same race? But because they are from different location, okay, definitely the behavior, how they were brought up, how they are brought out, and also how they consume products or services, or even their needs and wants is totally different. Maybe the people from the north, okay, the youths are more aggressive. That's why when they look towards things to buy, things to solve, they look towards on how these things can benefit them the most, not just in terms of entertainment, not in terms of what they want, but ultimately the financial perspective. That's how I feel about the Penang youth nowadays. That's why Penang youths are normally very passionate and very strong in reaching out to earn more money, finding ways to earn more money. Whereas Kuala Lumpur 20 to 25, they are mostly very they are because they are more exposed to the English, so-called English culture. And even though they are the same age as the one at Penang, 20 to 25 Chinese, but people in KL, youth in KL, you realize that they are more towards entrepreneurship. They want to become an entrepreneur. They'll find all sorts of ways to become entrepreneur. They'll go all sorts of classes to increase their mindset so that they become an entrepreneur in shortest time. Okay, whereas in JB, most of them, the youth over there, their dream is to go Singapore, earning 3 times of money. So even in Malaysia itself, with the same demographic but different pain point revolve these people. So when you say that is it the same psychographic for Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia? There's definitely being very a different perspective. It will be definitely very, very different because every single area had different brought up and then different types of lifestyle, and hence the pain point they will face by even every single household within the same area would be different as well. That's why it's very important for us to dig in the psychographics of these of the audiences that we are looking into. Okay, all right. So just now I mentioned about the six ways that is commonly being used by the marketers or by business owners or by anyone who wish to know, even content planners, to know who their audiences is. But however, just now in the summary I mentioned that there are three common things that actually it doesn't very work. Okay, it's not that it doesn't work, but it's just not working as effective, especially after this new norm. Because I believe since last year's March till today, you will see the whole customer behavior changes very rapidly from offline to online, and now it is going to back to offline very soon. But the online audience are still there because of the behavior, of the awareness that they have towards this whole pandemic. And definitely we have to understand the customer behavior from now on in a different perspective. So what are the three common research methods that actually don't really work in the I'm not to say that it doesn't work 100%, but it just don't work in terms of speaking to your audience. First is the demographic. Just like I mentioned, demographic speaks about the location, your age, your gender, your and your so-called hobbies, okay, or the things that you buy. This is what we normally call the demographics. It normally locates you as a person. However, if we are going to do this kind of research just based on where they are located at, just based on their age group, just based on what their hobbies is, would you be able to, if you're only using demographics, okay, if you always heard about your marketer here telling you, okay, we need to know the demographics, but if this demographic doesn't really include, okay, the feedback from the audiences to you, would you be able to understand what your audience really wants? If your answer is no, think about it, especially if you are on Google. I think it's still fine because Google works in a pull factor perspective. When people need you, they will go to Google, go to YouTube to search on you and then start inquiring products or services from you. But however, if you're using the social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, these are we call it the push factor, where you have to push your contents out, push your ads out, push so much things out to the market to let people to know who you are, and yet you still do not know that what your audiences really wants. Would this be actually affecting your marketing cost in the long run? Because all you know is just the demographics and not knowing what kind of things that they really want. So if you're using if you're only researching based on just one element, which is the demographics, you think that your product, okay, is more towards the young people, and then you start going to say that, okay, KL market is very good because people has more buying power, and then this is the market that I want. As you start penetrating in, boom, you don't understand their pain point, you don't understand what they really need, you don't understand the whole thing that they very want towards your products or your services, you might actually fail. Okay. And second, you talk about psychographics. If you only know about their pain point, okay, and you do not know about their demographic, you only know, okay, let's say my beauty cream over here, you will help in whitening, will help in anti-wrinkle, will help in reduce pigmentation, will save time, all in 3 minutes, you have no more eye bag. You know all these benefits. And you think that there are people in the market who actually want this. Let's say, for instance, eye bag, even young people from the age of from the age of 20, 23, 24 because of late night sleep. Until the age of 80 years old, 老婆婆, the old grandmother also have eye bags. So you know that this is the pain point that these people mean. But if you don't combine it with the demographics, you speak in a language that, let's say you speak in a language of 20 to the people at the age of 80, this might actually fail your whole research as well, because you only understand the pain point that you can solve. But when you are trying to reach out to your audiences, you are not speaking in the language that your audiences might understand. So actually, this will be very least effective as well if you are using this as the only market research way to do your whole audience knowing your audience kind of perspective. Okay. And last but not least, online analytics. We all know, especially if you're using Facebook ads, we all know that sometimes the ads cost is very high, and you just feel that, oh, I'm wasting the budget away. Okay, I'm only getting 50% of my KPI that I wanted. The type of audience that I wanted is only 50%. Yeah, because what you see is only the cost per click and the cost per reach or whatnot. If you only look at the simple thing as just the cost per click, cost per view, cost per reach, this kind of things, it doesn't really ultimately still benefiting you, that telling you that what went wrong. You only know that, oh, this ads is not effective, let's change it. It still doesn't solve the problem of what the audiences wish to hear from you. So if you are only using methods like, oh, we only want to see online demographic, we only want to see psychographics, or even want to see this kind of demographic style of researching, your marketing plan in the future, or even when you want to push a new brand in the market, might eventually fail because you are still not speaking the language that your audience want you to hear, in order to let them feel that, you are the person that I feel that you know me the most. Okay, you are not the person that I feel that you know me the most, and hence I'm not going to buy from you. Okay, so it's very important for us to really understand our audiences, not just demographic, but also every single part of this is very important. Okay, so here that's why I say that you have to combine a few methods to understand what your client really wish to hear. So finding demographics takes time. Finding the pain point of your audience takes time. Analyzing on the online analytics actually takes time, and hence that's why it takes so. When you want to know your audience, it takes so much time for a marketer to actually tell you that, hey, give me some time. I have to go do some research and get back to you, because we have to understand that today we want to help you at most that we can, at the highest point that we can, and only if we really understand the audience of your business or your product as a marketer, only we can be able to craft out the best marketing guideline for our clients, or even for your business, to reach out to the appropriate audience, reducing the marketing costs in the long run. Because I think in terms of cost saving, that is what we wish to hear at most. Okay, most of the people say, I want cost saving. Cost saving has been a word repeating in my mind whenever I approach to my clients for the longest time. Okay, so over here I will give you an example as well. Okay, like this clock spot over here, basically their goal is to actually save their clients time. But when you look into the whole picture here that you see on their homepage, it says nothing about saving time, but it hits the pain point of the audiences. For instance, save money on labor costs. Wow, okay, you save money on labor costs. You keep employees honest. This is something that I want to hear as well. if I'm from a HR payroll perspective, you are fast, friendly, and support. Okay, fast, friendly support. That means today I can actually so-called save time whenever I face a problem on this platform by reaching out to you and being responded in the fastest way. Spend less time doing payroll is also indirectly saying save time. Okay. Monitor remote employees. I also say save time because you don't need to monitor in a very manual way. You only just need to use a platform on that. Ridiculously easy to use. You also say save time because it means that it doesn't take time for you to learn how to use this whole platform. So with a goal of save time, it actually broken down into so many more mini parts for the audiences to feel that, oh, this is the thing that I really want. Because on top of time being wasted while I'm doing my payroll, there are many reasons of why it is a waste of time, and which this clock spot actually covers all of it. Okay, that's why it's very important for us to understand our audience's language, really split up the benefit and drill into what are the root cause that causes this benefit, this so-called benefit can solve these problems, and start writing it out. So it's definitely good for us to understand our audience in our audience shoe to speak in their language. So we actually talk about the 3 ones that is not so effective, which is just now I mentioned about the demographics, psychographics, and also online analytics. So what about the other 3? Are they a good tool for us to understand their audience? The answer is yes. Because for instance, imagine if you want to know about if you want to launch a new things in the market. Let's say you want to launch, let's say, an oil patch like this. If you want to launch an oil patch like this in the market, you definitely would like to have online conversations or even normal conversations with all kinds of audience. Regardless they are a 20-year-old guy or 80-year-old guy. You would like to have conversations with them because you would like to hear from them what they think about this thing in the market, and then how they feel, would they buy. So it actually saves them so much. If ultimately the best feedback you gather is from the age of 30 to 40, you would start your marketing for the people from the age of 40 to 50. And if you speak to people of different industries, let's say they are from the IT industry, or from the yoga fitness industry, or from the psychology industry or whatnot, when you have these online conversations with them to talk about this these essential oils, and they give you different feedbacks, then you will eventually know that, okay, maybe for this oil patch, because it helps people to relieve pain, and ultimately IT people has more pain compared to fitness people. So why not I will go into the professional line of the IT people or the accounting people first as a start of my marketing. So conversation is definitely very important for us to get feedbacks and understand what our audiences really want. And this is the best research that you would ever do when it comes to research method that you would ever use, because it is a very intimate and physical one, to not to say physical, but it's a conversation going on. You can counter back and get feedbacks, and counter back and get feedbacks, and improve your whole marketing position in the market, especially on the brand position side. Okay, just now we mentioned review mining. Review actually is it has been a market for quite some time for now. And as you can see in the last time, from a forum method to now, is below in each and every products or services, or even on Facebook page. Review has been something that people actually look into before trusting you. And that's why it's very important for us, if you already are on an e-commerce platform, always go and look into your reviews, because you want to know that what your audiences actually talk about you, and eventually you rebrand yourself, or you position yourself differently in terms of your price, in terms of your product, in terms of your packaging or whatnot. And hence it's very important for you to go and see what the market actually reviews about product or services of these kind of industries, so that you would be able to know in further on what kind of problems that you can solve for them. And that is what I mean by review mining. And it's also a way for us as a business owner or whatever to go and touch the ground of the customers and to be in the customer's shoe. Okay, whenever we want to speak to them. And last but not least, interview. Interview actually is quite similar with online conversations, but it's more towards a very formal way. For instance, you take a survey form, go around and go and ask people, which is quite old-fashioned now, taking the paper and go all around. But even till now today, recently I actually got a message from my uncle. My uncle, I think he's trying to search for a job in the insurance industry. And in fact, even during the interview between the interviewer and him, his next task was actually to take survey form and go and hit a KPI to let people know, to let people to fill in order for him to be able to go into the second interview. So why does all these insurance company would still want to have interview despite of this COVID pandemic and despite so many people still already have awareness about insurance in their mind? Because a consistent interview, a formal interview like this will give them data to think that from time to time, before pandemic, after pandemic, during pandemic or whatnot, what does the people think about insurance as an industry, insurance as a product, and also, of course, insurance agent as people who are going to serve them. So these three methods actually is very on the ground, touch the ground to the customers in order for you to understand that what your audiences really are thinking about you. And from there only you start planning out your marketing plan and switch your marketing plan from time to time. Okay, so as a summary, okay, I'm coming to an end already. Like I mentioned just now, today's session will be very short and sweet for you guys to pick this up very, very easily. So as a summary, it's very important for you to understand your audience. But however, after seeing these 6 ways of how you can understand your audience, and which is very commonly being taught by so many gurus out there in the market, you might think that understanding audience, it seems easy. But ultimately now, especially now when the industry is going to open, and especially now people are getting more and more sensitivity in their heart, you are not here just to understand what they want, but you have to understand what they feel, and which not all methods that I shared just now, okay, the 6 methods out of 6, there are 3, doesn't really tell you how they feel about you. So it's very important for us to actually find a way, find a sweet spot, find a marketing research team to help you as a business, or if you are an employee, get yourself on the ground to research what your employer actually very want in an employee, so that when you talk to them, you get a higher chance to close a deal. Because we as a human always wish to hear things that we want. Okay, we always as a human wish to feel that we are being taken as the most important person. Okay, when you are able to understand how they feel, what they think, people will feel you know me, and eventually you will gel together and not just become a lead, but become a customer and refer more business to you. All right, so that's all for my sharing for today. Any questions from the Facebook? All right, 5 of you guys, I see 5 of you guys over here. All right,
Megan, it's awesome session, man. So I'm excited about that mining review. It's not thought about that normally. in the market. Mining review is one of the least things that we do in this
Yeah.
thing. Normally, what we do is the other way. We hack the mining, we hack the review instead. So your end is very good on that. Talking about reviews and everything, because I think review talk about your product, like what the people think about your product, about your services, about your company. So I can see Shopee are asking a lot of stuff like, what is your product is doing well? I think most of the stuff that we see in Shopee is not about the product, but about the shipping, delivery, right? So, yeah, I think we can improve that more on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were saying just now?
Sorry, I mean the review about Shopee right now. It's not about the product. Most of the days I can see it's more shipping. Oh, very fast shipping, very fast delivery. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think because of the standard buttons over there, and people nowadays they don't really look at the product qualities anymore because they know that whatever is on Shopee is so-called already quality. So you can see from last year during the pandemic, most of the reviews are about the product quality. But now it's only about shipping because a lot of people already believe that things online that you purchase are at a certain quality is now on the shipping because we don't want to go outside, stay there so long. We want things to come to us quick and we can get it quick. Yeah,
but
I
that's
think
depending on the delivery itself. It's not the seller, ma. So
yeah.
it's not like the old days, like how Amazon really actually incentivize reviews people. They give very very long, like lengthy, two to three paragraphs about the product. I mean, that one I still value lah. I mean, compared to like Amazon and stuff. But really, mining review is one of the least thing I can do in Malaysia. But I can see a lot of people actually do a lot of Facebook. Facebook reviews are one of the top things they would do about the company, about the product and services, but really on the shipping.
Yeah. So but I think now shipping and eventually I think now no one really go and complain about shipping as well because a lot of the courier centers are being affected by the COVID cases.
I see.
Yeah, so I think now if anyone who are still complaining about shipping, that means they are not afraid of COVID.
I see. But I want to ask one thing. Earlier, you said that there's three common things that is not workable, right? So it's about what you. I think what you actually meant is siloing single
Siloing
element.
every single one of it. Yeah.
Okay. So
Because a lot of
basically, you're telling the
people-
audience is to combine all the things together into one thing. Okay, great. So guys, this is a very good strategy. So don't silo your stuff for your strategy. I think, Megan, any questions in the floor or stuff like that? Nope. Maybe give some time for people.
Yeah.
Great session, Megan. It's very short and concise. I think knowing audience is one of the painful tasks that all marketers were thinking, right? I've a client was asking, my product is everyone can use. And I'm like, okay, baby can use it. All ladies can use it. Yeah. So, yeah. So great. Great. I think thank you, Megan, for coming up for today. All right. So before you guys go away, we have one more thing to share. Those who came in late earlier. Let me share my screen. Wait a minute. All right. Great. Great. All right. So Megan, thank you for coming in. So I'll be introducing LinkedIn. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So before we end this session, we'll share you a little bit more on 100x on our stuff over here. Give me a share my screens. Right. So before we end this session, make sure you follow. If you really like our session, make sure to follow us in Instagram, on Facebook, and also in LinkedIn. I think LinkedIn is the best place to connect with entrepreneurs. Follow us, and you get the latest tips and also the latest events on our LinkedIn itself. So right now, we're also live in LinkedIn right now. All right, so one thing I want to introduce before you get to dismiss the first part, I want to introduce Eddie Anson. He is one of our members since the very beginning of our on our platform. So he is a person, I would say, expert, I would say, that he built his business and also managed to get funding last year. And he really helped a lot of startups to gain the market product, using the strategy, creativity, and the technology as well. So he actually advised you what to use as well on this thing. And he is, I would say, he would just really give you a guiding light on someone who actually specializes in digital marketing or ultimate business. So he give you a beaming light on how you from zero to a hero kind of a thing. And whatever he does right in 100x is all about giving back value to the community and benefit everyone in the world as well. So if you have hard time finding a business, finding a sweet spot, finding the journey on what to do, how to start to find investors, how to find that, I think the person can really help you on your business. So talk to him about this thing. So right now he has this this software. It's called Jarvis. If you guys know about Iron Man, Jarvis is one of the AI writing assistant that can help you to write your blog and stuff like that. So before we go to another slide, I will share you a video about this Jarvis. You know, it's a very good tool that many people actually missed out. Give me a moment. How do I share this thing? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Say hey to Jarvis. Your AI writing assistant makes it fast and easy to write content for your blog, social media, website copy, and more. Writer's block have you stuck? Not anymore. Now you can scale up content 5 times faster using AI. So, how does Jarvis work? Get started at jarvis.ai. Once you're in, choose from over 50 different writing skills Jarvis already knows. Simply tell Jarvis about what you're selling and then press generate. Instantly before your eyes, watch Jarvis write content for you. Since Jarvis has read about 10% of the internet, it knows all about your niche and is trained by expert marketers to write emotional, persuasive copy. Do you want to write high-quality blog content fast? Then activate Boss Mode. This lets you command Jarvis directly in documents like, "Hey Jarvis, write a paragraph about aliens in the tone of voice of Joe Rogan." Haha, dang, look at that. Now you just got to make your edits, rephrase, and then generate your next paragraph. It's that fast and easy. Jarvis writes original content that's plagiarism-free, optimized for SEO, and drives sales. Get started now at jarvis.ai.
Wow, that's looking really awesome on that software. So join Eddie link on over here at 100x.1/Eddie ADDEI, sorry, and you get a 10K of bonus credits when you sign this link. This is very important. You get this 10K. You can use a lot of this 10K to do a lot of blogs just to start your business. I think this is really going to help your business. All right, great. And I will share the next slide. All right, great. So we have an upcoming event about Carmen. Carmen Lu is a specialist in communication. She's a coach and she also a Toastmaster in District 51 and the director of it. So her outcome about the workshop is on this coming Saturday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. about how to speak your mind during this workshop. So this is a very good topic. If you really want to speak your mind, just like me right now, speaking my mind, I have no script right now. So right now, let's go to the link at this link or scan this QR code over here at 100x.1/workshop Carmen. Get this link to the workshop today. It's on next Saturday, this coming Saturday. All right, it's on 25th of September, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right, and our next upcoming event coming right now would be at this virtual tour where everyone can only travel to the most right now is Langkawi. So when the travel bans really lifted, they can go elsewhere like Japan, Europe, and we have this really awesome thing today. It's ending at this coming midnight, which is you can get a complimentary 15 from our sponsors on Easy with every ticket you purchase at 10 ringgit. So get that before midnight today at this early bird price. You know, after today, you only get 20 ringgit. So get it now and you get a 50 ringgit Easy voucher, which is very good opportunity to connect with our partner today at Easy. Okay, so thanks for our partner Easy. So 50 ringgit voucher, get that before this coming midnight. All right, so right now, so you really interested about this virtual tour, which I highly recommend because this is something that you'll never be seen somewhere from this this virtual tour as well, because I have been joining this virtual tour as well, getting this Japan, going to Shinjuku, going to Tokyo, like a lot of things I can't see there because I've been to Japan a few times, but I didn't really see that. So really, make sure you go to this link 100x.1/virtual tour. That is the link that you want to go for your tour. All right, great. So let's end our today's session. Okay, thank you for coming, everyone, and I hope to see you next week. And tomorrow, 9 p.m. today we have with I think with Alfred today. So yeah, coming today, and we'll see you. Bye.